He grab his head, grab his elbow, pinch in, fall, swing the leg over, okay? And then from there, I'm gonna hip up and get the arm bar right here on my hip, okay? We worked on like last week with our slide by, and now we want to like try to counter the grip that he has and pull guard to an arm bar. I really like this series when he has a grip like this. You want to get really good at like pinching your neck, like if your neck and your shoulder to trap his wrist so he can't get his wrist out easy. And then I'm gonna grab his elbow. So I'm right here, try to pull your arm out. You have to get really tight, okay? Now I'm holding his head. I want to step across, and as I fall towards my right butt, and I'm gonna swing my left leg over his head and keep that right leg as a knee shield. So I'm here. I'm gonna fall down, bring this knee across his core, have this leg over his head, and then I'm gonna take the arm bar right here, okay? And ideally, the tighter the better here, a knee pinch. I want my leg wrapped around his neck. I wanna pinch my knees together and pull it to my bottom hip for the finish, okay? One more time. He grab his head, grab his elbow, pinch in, fall, swing the leg over, okay? And then from there, I'm gonna hip up and get the arm bar right here on my hip, okay? Now we go for it, and then they pull the arm out. And then we go to Choi bar on the opposite arm, okay? So we're here, we go for it, and as I go for the arm bar, he pulls his arm out. Now I'm gonna look to grab this arm. I'm gonna look to get an under grip, and I'm gonna cup his elbow. And you can use one hand or two hands, but I'm gonna pull it to my chest, and I wanna, like as I pull it to my chest, I wanna pin it to my chest, right? So I'm gonna rotate it a little bit and pin it to my chest. And you can use a wrist-to-wrist grip here. You can use a modified grips, gable grip. Uh, Ideally, you wanna pin it, so two hands will be best, but sometimes this leg is not where you want it to be. So I use one arm to pull it to my chest, one arm to frame, and that'll give me space and opportunity to flip the leg through. And I want to figure four as so, okay? Now, when I'm in this position, sometimes what's happening to a lot of people here, the elbow is like facing away from you. You can't really arm bar this from this angle, so you have to grab and rotate it. So I'm gonna grab his arm, and I'm gonna start to twist it and rotate it so the elbow's facing my top hip and his thumb's facing towards his butt. I wanna knee pinch down, pull the arm into my hip for the tap. From there, he'll probably roll. As he rolls, follow, and you could do multiple different variations of arm bars. We got our traditional arm bar course, right? Okay, I like both legs over here too, because if he ever sits up, he'll go into my triangle. That'll be great. But you also have like the more like newer style, which is the shorter sakaku. So you're gonna bring this leg over, and the key here is having this across his core, knee across the stomach or shin across the shoulder, stomach, chest area. And now sometimes I even do this, but the key here is like having like good weight distribution across his core, so it's hard for him to set up. Try to sit up, and now this leg can go either under his head or over his head. Okay, it doesn't really matter. Either option is good. And then we take it to our bottom hip for the break here, right? All right. So one more time. We go here. We go for the arm bar option. From there, he pulls out. I switch to Choi bar. Get the tap. He rolls. And then get the secondary tap, okay? And you can do, like I said, shoulder sakaku or your traditional armbar setups is fine by me. Talk about the third option, right? So we go guard pull armbar. He pulls out. We go Choi bar. He pulls out, and then we go for a leg lock K guard entry, right? So that's like the combo, right? So we go here. I go for the armbar. He pulls out, I go Choi bar, he pulls out. Now from here, I'm gonna switch to the underhook of the leg. Choi bar and K guard are very similar. It's just one's the arm, one's the leg, okay? So from there, I'm gonna get an underhook of the leg. I wanna bring my knee between his legs. I wanna swivel this leg over, okay? I do like to kind of pull this to my chest to get a kind of angle, And then once I get it to my chest, I can use this arm to kind of frame him away. I'm going to flip my leg through that gap. And then ideally, I like to pull my right leg through. Okay, it's an extra step, but I know a lot of people do teach K-guard with this detail here. And the thing is, like, there was a good scenario of like Mickey Galvao versus Cade Rotolo in ADCC final. Cade baited the K-guard entry, and then he grabbed Mickey's leg in the middle, pull it deeper, Dave, and now go for like a counter foot lock. Exactly. Mm-hmm. It was like a modified like heel hook, right? But like that's what happened when his leg was in the middle. So I learned from that scenario, and like I like to pull my leg all the way through. It's a little extra detail there, but now I just find it a lot safer from the counters. Okay, and I leave it draped over here as well. And from there, I want his knee on the mat. I'm going to stay on my right hip. I'm going to transfer real slow because there's a lot of tension and pressure here. And then I'm going to show you the finishing mechanic before I actually do it. I want to kind of crunch and rotate, okay? All right, now as I pull, lock it up, and do that crunch in motion. I'm going to let go of the heel hook. Then just usually on the transfer, a lot of people like to roll. And as he rolls, I follow. And I'm already in a nice, good reaping position, a bottom side honey hole position. Now, it's okay. It's not bad, but it's a lot looser because the roll. So one thing I like to do right after the roll in this position is transfer to the reaper right away. And once I transfer to reaper, it tightens up the knee placement, and I have a better finishing position. You can go for a heel hook here, cross grab the heel. You're going to grab your own wrist. You want to make sure the heel's resting on this wrist here. And then from there, you would crunch in, kind of similar to that K-guard finish. I also like the steering wheel footlock. To me, this is a very quick, easy tap, and it targets the heel more than the knee, which I will prefer to use against my training partners. So I grab the toes, cross grab the heel, push the toes as you pull the heel. Okay, nice and slow. Should be all heel, right? If I wanted to target the knee more, I would pinch and I would like arch with it, and I would definitely target the knee more, or both. Like I'll show you, I'll do both here. Feel a little bit of pressure there as well, yeah. And but again, if I don't want to target his knee, I'll just stay right here, pinch so he can't get away, and I'll just like, give him the laser eyes. I'm like, all right, bro, there it is, all right. That's how I like to submit y'all in here with that. I don't want to do anything, but it has really nice potential. All right, one more time. We're here. Guard pull arm bar. He pulls out. Choi bar. He pulls out. K guard. Right. From there, transfer. You see how slow I transfer when we drill? There's the top. I'll let go of the heel hook. He rolls. I follow. Bottom side honey hole. Lay on his hip, transfer it to your outside hip, which we like to call the reaper position, and there's that steering wheel. And obviously you have the heel hooks as well. Ankle lock sometimes hard. You can always sit up here and go for your Z lock, right? That's a little difficult sometimes depending on your partner's body type. Okay, all right. Questions? Break on 3, 1, 2, 3.